back, Kimberly. I want to kind of hop on here and just tell you how the last few weeks have been going for us. This is a really scary time in the world for everyone. We are going through a pandemic, and I think we're all a little scared. But I just kind of wanted to share what I've been dealing with through all of this. So at the beginning, when this was all kind of starting, I just saw a lot of jokes about it, and it definitely wasn't something I was taking super serious. I don't think anyone was expecting it to get to where it is. And I didn't really know much about it, and I didn't make an effort to know much about it. I suffer from generalized anxiety disorder with panic, and I'm the type of person who will think in the worst case scenario and scare myself and just be in a constant state of panic over something that I don't need to be. So this was something that I thought would just cause an unnecessary panic in my life. And at the time, it didn't really seem that serious. No one was really taking it seriously. So I was like, I'm not going to look into it. I'm not going to read the articles. I'm going to just scroll past everything I see about it. I really just had the mindset of ignorance is bliss, and if I don't know about it, then I can't freak out about it. So my mom called me one day, and she was kind of talking to me about it, and she was like, well, what are you going to do about, like, the hospital? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, I'm just going to go to the hospital and have my baby. I mean, it's not like we're going to get coronavirus from, like, whatever, like, 2 patients are sitting on the other side of the hospital in quarantine. And she's like, you haven't really been keeping up with what's going on, huh? And I'm like, no, I'd rather not. And she's like, you might have to do a home birth. And after that, I was like, okay, it's time. Like, I need to figure out what's going on for the safety of my family, because it's past a point of I'd rather not know, and at this point, in order for us to be safe and healthy, I need to educate myself. So I did, and I'm really glad I did, because now I know what safety precautions that we need to take, but at the same time, it has caused a lot of anxiety for me, and it's been really, really hard. As someone who is pregnant, I am considered high risk, meaning I'm kind of in the same boat as anyone over the age of like 60 or who has a pre-existing condition like lung issues or really any major health issues. Me and all those other people are put in a category of, if we get this illness, it will not be good for us. It's definitely dangerous. So at this point, it is a major concern of mine. I have not left my house in over a week. Landon went to the grocery store and got some supplies for us, and of course was very precautious with that. And other than that, neither of us or Collette has been outside at all. With that comes a lot of time to just sit here and think and read about what's going on, and honestly, it's been driving me crazy. I've always feared that this baby would come early. I take progesterone shots once a week in hopes that she doesn't come early to try and prevent that from happening. Collette came early at 33 weeks and I'm 31 weeks. So that was already a fear that I had, but now it's just gotten to a whole new level of I can't have her coming into this world with all this going on. I've been reading about what's been going on in Italy, and they're kind of a little bit ahead of us with this virus. They have been dealing with this for longer than we have, and it's had time to spread, and it's gotten to the point where hospitals are closing down. Whole entire hospitals all across Italy are turning into coronavirus hospitals, basically, and all of their energy is kind of going towards that, and they're at the point where they're making decisions on, is this old man even worth helping? Obviously, they want to help everyone they can, but he doesn't have that great of a chance of survival while this young person does, so our attention's going to go towards them. And people are dying because they can't get the help they need. I have always dreamed of having a home birth, but that's not something that would be safe for me because Collette did come through C-section, and I've never had a natural birth before. My goal is and was to have a natural birth, but that takes a lot of extra attention and just making sure that everything goes well and monitoring by the doctors, and my natural birth could very well turn into a C-section really fast. But if the hospitals are closed down and, they're having to let patients pass away because they don't have what they need to take care of them, they don't have any beds left, then someone who's in labor isn't going to take priority over someone who's dying. And I might have to give birth in my home, which is terrifying to me. I have no idea what I'm doing. I've never had a natural birth before. If it gets to that point and I have to have a C-section and I'm stuck in my home and there's no one to give me a C-section and there's no way of me accessing healthcare at that time, then something really bad could happen to me and the baby. I'm 31 weeks and I had Collette at 33 weeks and could have this baby at 33 weeks, and that would be right kind of in the middle of everything going on. I'm terrified. They're saying that this could be a global problem until July, and I'm due May 19th. So, she is going to be born into the coronavirus pandemic, unfortunately. I'm hoping it's at a stage where I can access, the medical care that I need. And hopefully it's past enough by then to where the hospitals aren't so full. So we've just been praying and staying at home and trying not to think about that. It's just been so hard. And it sucks to see people not taking it seriously because they aren't really affected by it. They're like, oh, well, if I get it, it's just the flu, so it doesn't matter. I'm going to go out and do whatever I want and live my life like I normally do. They're going out and spreading it around and making the problem worse when they're only hurting people like me and sick people and elderly people. And it's just so sad to see people be so selfish. Just because it doesn't directly affect you doesn't mean you can't do your part to stop it from spreading more. Because right now I have to leave my house for the first time in a week and I don't have a choice. I need to go get medication so my daughter doesn't come early. I have a checkup with my OBGYN and I'm looking forward to getting some answers about what's gonna happen. What is their plan? What's the hospital doing? Am I gonna be able to deliver my baby at the hospital? Questions like that, and finally get some answers, and hopefully they will calm my nerves. And then right after that, I have to get my progesterone shot. I'm so scared to leave my house. I'm so scared, and obviously I'm taking every precaution necessary, and I just really hope I come back safe and with a peace of mind and some answers. So I'm gonna head out, go out into the world for the first time in a while. This feels so weird after not leaving my house for so long to be getting in the car and going somewhere. Obviously Landon and Collette aren't coming with me because it's not necessary, and the more people out there touching things, the more germs to be spread. All of the stores are out of hand sanitizer because people want to stock up and buy all of it and not leave any for anyone else. So I have this little tiny thing of hand sanitizer, and I actually bought this for my diaper bag for when she's born. I guess I have to use it now. All right, I'm all done at the doctor. It definitely wasn't great news. First of all, I'm anemic and I have low iron in my blood, so I'm gonna have to take some supplements to try and get that up, and in 2 weeks they're gonna draw my blood and see if it's helped at all, and if not, I might have to have an iron transfusion. They really don't want me going to labor with low iron because I might lose too much blood and that would not be good. So that's just another thing to worry about. And then as far as the hospital goes, as of right now, and this might change, get better or get worse, but as of right now, they put in new procedures and rules for labor and delivery. At this point, all non-essential parts of the hospital have already shut down. They're not doing any procedures that aren't urgent, and the only part of the hospital that's open is the emergency rooms and the women's center. I'm no longer allowed to have 2 support people in the room with me for the birth. I'm only allowed to have 1, which is obviously going to be Landon, so it's just me and Landon, and no one's allowed to visit us in the hospital, especially not Collette. It is just going to be us going in and out, and no one can even see the baby until we're discharged. Landon might not even be able to be there for the birth if he has any kind of symptoms. If he has a fever, they're going to do a full screening on him, and if he's sick, then he is not allowed to come to the birth, and I'd be completely by myself giving birth to this baby. And that thought is just so terrifying to me, and I don't know what I would do without it. At least last time I had my mom with me and she was there for me, but if I was alone, I don't think I could do it. I'm just really scared, and I really hope things get better before she comes. I need to go pick up my prescription for the iron supplements. My heart has not stopped racing since I left the house. I've just been so anxious, and I've sanitized my hands like probably 100 times, but I need to get my medication, so I'm gonna go do that. I got what I need, and I'm just so ready to be home and safe and just be with my family. What's going on out here? Are we getting some fresh air? Whee! Ozzy, you're gonna get lost over there. It's a jungle. Jump, jump, jump.
That's why the grass is so tall, because she's been out here watering.
Yeah. Okay, Ozzy! Got him.
You gonna get the dirty spot?
Yeah, you can water right there. Thanks for watering the yard. Ah, you're gonna get me! You can get us! Don't get me. I'm scared.
You're sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I'm just kidding. You can get me if you want.
No, they need it.
Ozzy has been loving this quarantine because we've been at home all day long to play with him.
Now he's all wet.
He's like, finally, my owners aren't going to leave me every day. Did she color these? Nice. See, this is the kind of coloring we need, not on the walls. Oh my goodness, it's on the chair. We had to put this little hedgehog guy inside this hole because somebody, these two, were digging in it, so we blocked it.
Yeah.
Jump, jump.
No, Mama.
Yeah, you make the puddle and then you jump, jump, jump in the mud.
Ow! Don't get the gather.
You're getting yourself wet. Jump, jump, jump.
Get you.
You gonna get me?
Here.
Making muddy messes.
Oh, Daddy.
You're peeing. Ew.
Ew. Did you pee pee?
You're peeing.
You pee in your diaper? Or is it just the water?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're just messing with you.
Just kidding.
We really need to mow.
I know.
We're quarantined. We got nothing better to do, so might as well.
Yeah. Well, the mower's right there. I think Coco just needs to get out there. And...
Yeah. You need to mow the lawn, Coco, after you water the grass. I already feel so much better just being home and outside and hanging out with my family. This little girl always knows how to cheer me up, even though she splashes me. We just gotta take things one day at a time and remain hopeful. You and you are all muddy and need a bath, so I think we're gonna head inside. While Landon gives her a bath, I'm looking for some Play-Doh, because I know we have some somewhere, or at least something to just entertain her. It's been really hard keeping her busy and having fun and happy without really being able to leave the house. So, Play-Doh is our next resort. Found it.
Oh, I'm a cat.
All right, Collette. Rule number 1, you don't eat the Play-Doh. Okay?
Rule number 2, don't eat it.
Rule number 3, no matter what you do, you don't eat the Play-Doh. All right, what color would you like to start with? We have yellow, purple, pink, blue. That's purple. Which one? Open the blue? I don't even think she knows what's inside here. She's just excited. Stick that tongue back in your mouth. You're not gonna eat this. Boop! Not in a bowl. You wanna roll a ball? Watch. Roll, 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 roll. It's a ball. Good girl. Just like that. Roll, roll. Do you wanna make a snake? Watch this. Ready? It's a snake. It's a butterfly.
Oh, this is bunny.
Butterfly.
Whoa, chicken bunny.
A snake and a butterfly. Do you want to make a heart?
Okay.
Oh, there's your heart.
Oh, happy.
Heartbeat.
Happy.
Bump.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, and that's happy. Oh, not happy.
Can you say heart?
Oh, no, yeah, happy.
Heartbeat.
Happy, no, happy, then.
Do you want to make another one?
Yay.
There you go. 1, 2, 3 heartbeats. 1, 2, 3.
Happy, no, happy. Oh, don't happy. We're happy. Anna.
Do you need help? Here, let's flatten it out. First, you gotta go like this. Squish. Squish. Squish, squish, squish. Squish it real good. And then you get the heartbeat and push it.
Oh, happy. Look, why?
Can you count them? Can you tell me how many you have?
How many hearts do you have?
Look, why?
You do have 5.
Look, why?
Okay, Coco. That's good. You should be able to do it. Come on.
No. Move.
Whoa.
Like the ball.
I'm really surprised she hasn't tried to eat it.
Go. Move.
I used to eat Play-Doh all the time.
Yeah, me too. I definitely ate Play-Doh.
Collette, don't be like us.
Well, she's starting off good.
Mm-hmm.
What you want to do? It's in the Wi-Fi. Oh.
A ball. It's good.
So,
Well, I think this should entertain her for quite a bit.
Yeah, definitely.
Tip for any moms out there in quarantine with their toddlers: Play-Doh. Stay safe, everybody. You guys are all in our thoughts and prayers, and the whole world is really right now.
no.
Collette made this heart for you, this heartbeat.
So happy.
That's pretty much all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and
We'll see you in the next video, Camily. Bye.